Welcome, everyone. We well rested. Welcome to Clean Greens, broadcasting here live on Rainier Avenue Radio. It is your host, Queen Bree in Mississippi, Mississippi. Welcome in, Mississippi. But you know what it says on here? Handsome Man Chris. So welcome in, Handsome Man Chris. You can be whatever you want on your show.
Who did that?
But on our show,
okay. All right.
No, I don't know. After this conversation we had before we came on, I don't know if it's Handsome Man anymore.
Brian,
yes.
How was your holidays? You look well rested. You look. I like the colors. It's really festive. It's giving fall. So how was your holiday?
My holiday was really, really good.
That's amazing.
I rested and slept a lot.
That's good.
Yeah. How was yours?
The same, more the same, man. I rested and I slept a lot, and I played a lot of Call of Duty. Again, Call of Duty. Game tag Cipriano. If you guys want that smoke.
Yeah, so, we played Monopoly.
Nice.
And watch old school videos.
Who won?
Coriel? No.
Oh, okay.
Coriel doesn't like Monopoly. It's too much like life for him at 9.
I feel you. I'm doing this in real life. I ain't trying to play.
Hello. And then I think I was a second to quit. So it was between Julian and Zoe won. Okay. Zoe won.
But top 2, Julian and Zoe?
Yeah, Zoe won. And it's a big deal because Zoe never wins. She always walks off pissed off.
So I hope she did a dance celebration.
She did.
I hope she went crazy. Huh?
Yeah, she beat them in that and Uno.
That's
but
right,
it's the
Zoe.
Uno. It's the extensive Uno. I forget what it's called, but it's like you got to draw 16.
It's like
draw
I sell
10.
from the 80s. I know the original Uno. It's like 95 versions of Uno.
Yeah.
Now, I know Uno.
Yeah.
The original. So I couldn't even keep up. But shout out to Zoe.
Yeah, she's a winner. Winner, chicken dinner.
That's right.
And Coriel wanted me to let everyone know. He says hello. He's in school. So
that's right. He got his phone. He did.
He got his phone. He asked for his phone for his birthday.
That's right. So shout out to Coco.
Now let's see if I only have to get those 4 gifts that he said for Christmas.
That's a short list.
He said if I get him a phone, I only have to get him 4 Christmas gifts.
That's good.
So we'll see. Man. I think he was fibbing.
Look at him negotiating already.
He's always negotiating.
Businessman.
You know what's so funny? I hate to put his dad on the spot, but this is hilarious to me. His dad had a conversation with him and he was like, I'm disappointed in you guys. And he came and told on him. And he's like, you know what? I'm disappointed in him. And I said, why? How are you disappointed? He said, because he said he was going to give us the childhood he never had. And I was like, dang.
That's right. Coriel, remember.
Coriel be holding people accountable.
On his mind. That's right. That's a great
In his dad's defense,
such a great quality
have his
in a young man. It's never too early.
Yeah, he learned from his mama.
To hold people accountable. That's never too early.
He learned it from his mama.
Well, it's neither here nor there where he got it from. It's just good that he got it.
Some people just don't like being held accountable. They like to hold other people accountable. But whatever. Now it's time for our question of the day.
Already.
We're
already here. It's so fun.
Yes. You guys. Okay. So we're in the midst of planning a herb and honey workshop.
With the Peaches and Herb soundtrack. That's what she meant.
And I was interested in knowing what you guys would want to know or learn from that workshop. So if you guys are listening, please, give us your input. What would you like to learn? All right.
Okay.
So the question questions like these are good questions to ask.
Okay. All right.
Is that too deep for you? Do you want me to switch questions?
I just didn't. Go ahead. It's out there now. So what was the question? Okay.
What and the ladies will love to hear your answer. What does intimacy mean to you?
That's a personal question.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
There is no personal question.
I'm afraid I'm
No.
gonna have to say
What?
that is a personal question, and I don't feel comfortable, sharing that. Now, what I will say is,
No, we don't want to hear what you will say. Let's just ask another question.
Okay,
Exactly,
all right,
Daniel.
all right.
No,
Thank
bye.
you. Thank you.
Is this personal? How do you prefer to receive support when you're feeling down?
No, that's actually a good question because honestly,
Yes. Ding, ding, ding.
I don't prefer to receive support when I'm feeling down. It's actually the opposite. I actually withdraw. I might have like 1 or 2 people that's like, your lifeline, phone a friend, and I know that I can lean on, test it. But typically, I don't prefer.
Ladies, he's avoiding attachment.
No, is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
Avoiding attachment is what they would say.
That was a relationship question?
No.
So how does that have to do?
I mean, that is a relationship question, actually. But it's
not-
also a good question to ask your friends.
My uncle checking in. What's up, Lee?
It's also a
Checking
good
in from
question to ask your
Mississippi.
friends
Uncle Lee.
because, sometimes we think we know our friends and we want to show up how we would like someone to show up. But sometimes people just want to relax.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, when I'm feeling down, how I prefer to receive support is just sitting there with me. Sitting there having a drink and having some laughs. Don't try to make me feel better.
Yeah, no, see, I get that. I get that. Yeah.
Or gifts or food.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I like to laugh. So that's I'll say that.
Our money.
Hey, our money.
That's right. Okay. No. All right. Let's really back in here.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't have anything to do with attachment issues. And it's funny because this is a great pivot, guys. We got so many notes, we got so many things to talk about. My little 2 cents is always remain flexible. Always remain flexible and open to the things that life throws at you. A bend in the road is not the end of the road unless you fail to make the turn. And it's very important. It's very important to remain flexible because you never know. You never know. And to your lack of accountability that you were talking of, and no attachment issues that I have, the problem we have as a people is that we are.
Did you say lack of accountability?
We are creatures of habit. We fear what we don't understand. Like I was saying,
I feel like we need to have cameras when me and Chris are off the cameras because
what we don't understand.
This man,
hear me,
swear.
So, like I told her, we can pivot from the word fear because that's triggering for a lot of people. So people,
it wasn't fear that we was pivoting from. It was that. Be the validation.
Well, I know she don't want to hear that no more. Cool.
The validation.
People gravitate towards what makes them comfortable. All right, to a fault. Honestly, it's like lean into your own understanding because sometimes, and like I said, I told you, I have trust issues, so I'm guilty of it too. Right. So that's typically why I'm not dating and I don't choose to date because like I know what that does. People bring their baggage from their past experiences, their past relationships, and they dump them off right on you, intentionally or not. That's what happens. In the case of if you're dealing with a person that's never dealt with anyone that's treated them like they deserved anything, then in turn, they don't know how to receive you. They're not going to know how to treat you. And it might not be malicious, but the reality of it is, how can they? All right. So my problem in relationships is people want you to fit in a box. And when you don't fit in this box, simply for comfort, it's a comfort thing. When you don't fit in this box, they automatically assume that they have you pegged. Like, so many times, like you're this way or you're this kind of guy, and they don't know you from Adam. But it's about fearing what they don't understand, leaning into their own understanding, seeking comfort, gravitating to what makes them comfortable. And that's a problem. That's a problem.
Oh,
and it bounces all the way back to
Thanksgiving. Okay, go ahead.
Last week's question. A green flag, since we're on relationships, is accountability. It's a big thing, guys. My favorite thing to say, and I'm going to give it to Breon, the best ability is accountability and availability. In that order. And those are the things that I look for. That's just my little 2 cents. I'm not going Kanye. Because I could go crazy. But you
could,
because I feel attacked.
Why do you feel attacked?
Not necessarily
from me or from the situation that you're talking about.
I honestly, I feel attacked.
Let's talk about it.
Yes, good. Because this is the city, that I'm getting used. Shout out to Deacon Janet.
Hey, Deacon Janet.
Deacon, you here? You right on time. All right. I'm fairly new to Seattle, and I said in a couple of episodes, coming from the South, I had to forget every single thing I was taught. Christina knows I'm on the show. Every single thing.
You should know to turn your phone off.
Why is she calling me? Every single thing that I was taught, because I said yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. I got dirty looks, and I was like, I held the door open for a lady, and she was like, I can get my own door, and I was like, I'm from the South. I was taught to open doors, and she was like, I was taught to open doors too. So it's almost like forgetting everything that you were taught. So if you're
or being flexible, like you said,
if you are a nice guy in a place like this, you are open to all type of attacks for no reason whatsoever, because there's no such thing as a nice guy.
But you don't get attacked. The ladies love Chris.
No, that's not this. What are you talking about? Hey, okay, that's right. You know what? That's my cue. That's my 2 cents. If you guys want more, you know where to find me. Seattle, Mississippi, every Thursday.
Why can't we talk about it right here?
Because I can feel the shade. Thank you,
what shade?
Thank you.
What shade was I giving you?
You was giving me a little shade. Because it's not about the ladies loving Chris. It's not. That's not what it's about.
What is it about?
Because is it love?
What do you mean?
All right, so okay. That's the thing.
Ladies are obsessed with Chris. Is that a better word?
No.
Okay, well
heck no. All right, that's the end of this topic. What's the word?
What's the word would you prefer to choose? Interested?
I think in today's culture of dating, and this is my humble opinion, yes, we're in a hookup culture, honestly. So most people are looking to hook up. Most people are not really listening to date. And this actually is no in between. It's polar opposites. They're either looking to hook up or they're looking to get married right away. Okay. And if you don't fit in one of those boxes, then you become the weird space. You're the eyeball. You get attacked. It's like, wait a minute, what do you mean you don't want to hook up? What kind of guy are you? Like, what do you mean you don't want to get married? What kind of guy are you? And the thing is, like, you don't even know my last name. That's some of the things I've encountered. They'll be like, I love you. And I'm like, that's a red flag if you don't even know my last name and you love me. Who do you love? Who do you love?
Some people can love the personality that you're
okay. And in the hookup culture, I'm not going to be that crass and say, well, you got to know my last name to hook up. But I will say this: it would help. Like, I'm not so I'm not dating. I'm not. Chris
is a lady. He wants to be respected. He wants you to get to know his name.
No, that's not that. It's not even that.
I'm
not, because I think what I think it is. I think it's. I don't know.
Okay. Well, let's just take a moment. Let's take a moment because you opened up this box. I
did.
I had a whole other.
I'm tiptoeing because I know how easy it is to ruffle feathers.
We'll ruffle them
and get canceled.
Let's ruffle them. You won't get canceled. Okay.
I'm trying to get canceled.
Okay. So listen, y'all. I didn't remember. Breon did not open up this conversation,
but I did. But
so there. You said there's hookup culture, and then there's we're getting married. What are you, Chris? Where do you fall?
I'm neither. I'm like, I think I'm old fashioned, right? Because even in the 80s,
I know Deacon Janet, I was just messing with him.
Thank you, Deacon. You better get her. See, listen,
hey,
because she know that's my tribe. Anywho,
yeah. Wow. Okay, go ahead. Right. Okay, finish who you are.
Growing up in the 80s, it was a whole totally different approach to dating. They used to call it game. You had to have the ability to hold a conversation. You had to have something to say. You had to be able to say something. You had to be captivating, at least in that moment, to get the number, to get to the next stage. It was a process. You had to vet this thing. So nowadays, it's just as easy as swiping right or left. And if anybody wants to test that theory, I'm on live, Christina.
Oh my God.
Oh my.
If anybody else wants to test that theory, my bad. I'm sorry, guys. Forgive me. Even in the dating and in the dating world, dating apps and this hookup culture, it's all superficial because all you have to go off on is attraction. You got a group of pictures, people putting their Sunday's best up to get you to like them, and that's what everybody's doing, and that's what it is. That's not substantial. There's nothing.
What does it mean when you match?
Okay, so what that's what I'm learning. What is it? What does it mean when you match? Is the best question on planet Earth. Okay, and I guess that's subjective. All right, what does it mean to you? I'm referencing the 80s and what I know. Okay, in today's society.
You was dating in the 80s?
No, I'm just saying I grew up in the 80s.
Yeah, okay.
I might have been.
Hey, might have been.
I might have been. The 80s was a different time. Had to be there, folks. I might have been. But what I'm saying is in today's market, why I don't lean towards dating while I'm not interested in dating is because it's just maybe I'm old. Maybe I finally got there. Maybe, you know, I'm old or just in old fashioned in the sense that, you know, honestly, and I keep that to myself because who wants to hear that? What Christina say?
Oh,
Why she didn't talk? I answered the phone. Why you didn't talk to
you
us?
said, he got some rest.
No,
okay?
no, it's not that. I'm just, but so that's my issue. I'm not dating because our values aren't lining up. Yeah, I'm not looking for dating. First of all, exactly, Christina. I'm sorry.
Child, that's what I'm wondering myself. No,
and honestly, at this point, to be completely honest, since you took it there, cat's out of the bag, full transparency. I'm not even open to making friends.
Oh, you don't want friends?
No.
What happened?
I thought that was like cool. Like, you know what? People can be friendly. We can be friends. I don't even want friends. I don't even want friendship. This is what I want. I want to remain focused on my goal and implementing why I came here. Sometimes you can just get lost and get distracted and get carried away. This is where I am today. I have nothing to say about anybody's practices in dating. Do you? Whatever makes you happy. As it pertains to me, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to be friends. I don't want to be friendly. Like, I'm going to be cordial, but I'm not looking. So let's just nip this, all of this. No, so I don't have ladies going crazy for me. I don't even know where these ladies are. But at the same time, I love the ladies and all people, and I love being friendly in the right capacity. I've reached a capacity that I don't think that's an option, because it's landed me. It's landed me in places, in message boards that I don't belong.
I don't know. I mean, I just want to just clear the air. It's like, he's not talking about me, y'all. Because he keeps giving me this look. Hang on. I just wanted to make it specifically clear.
Rewind. This is Chris, not Christina. My heart is broken. Boy, stop. So, hey, Daniel, put that up there. First of all, hold on, because she's known me since.
Deacon Janet said match should be compatibility. There may be ability to match with further investigation.
There you go. Okay. There you go. But it's a process, Deacon. Like, so, you know,
Chris is not looking to date. Chris is not looking for friends. Chris is looking to establish himself.
What Christina say? Get that bag. You better get that bag. That's right. That's what it's about. You gotta forgive me.
She said the bag.
I'm
your
losing
girl. What's GF?
My
girlfriend
right now. Not very.
Where's
demure.
Miss Perry?
Is that what you guys say?
You said what?
Not very demure at the moment. But what I'm saying is,
I
don't know where my mom is. Get my mom on here too. But what I'm saying is, it's about stay focused, man. Everybody stay focused. Lock in.
Well, I mean,
and be the validation you seek. Be the validation you seek. Huh? You need validations? Look in the mirror. Gosh. Be the validation you seek.
How do they find validation if they don't have it?
Look no further than yourself.
All right.
Okay. Because if you can't find validation in you, don't look to be validated elsewhere. Don't stop asking why it's not coming. It's not coming. It starts with you. So I'm sorry, Brianna. I know you banded that. Be the validation you see.
I knew you was gonna say it. I wasn't stressing. I was just being funny.
That's it. Because too many times you gotta dim your light to make other people comfortable. Don't do it. Don't do it anymore.
We don't got a sermon.
Not any longer. You know, sometimes what the guy say at the store? What do he say? God shining his light on you.
Oh yeah. God.
So sometimes it's
and let your balls hang on them.
Brian, he did. He did go on to say something similar. But that's not what he said at all. You killed it. What I'm trying to say, the positive message was, sometimes it's not meant for you to turn it down. Sometimes everybody might not get it right away, but it doesn't mean anything is wrong with you. It doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong.
Yeah, Chris need a session with Karita.
Shout out to Karita, man. I should have reached out to you too, Karita. Thank you. And call me Christopher. Matter of fact, it's Christopher today. Christopher, not Topher, not Trey. Christopher today.
Well, Christopher done found.
All right, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, that was my Yeezy moment.
Well, you know what? Kind of, even though Christopher, gave us what he gave us.
My cousin said dating ain't nothing no more. That's a fact, cuz. That's a fact. You know what? Y'all jump in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Deacon Janet, you're absolutely right. And that's the thing. Everybody wants to cheat the work. Everybody wants to cheat the process. You can't cheat the process. You can't cut corners and everything in life. Sometimes you got to vet that. You get home and you got something totally different than you thought you had once you get home. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about personality. You guys, everybody's got to relax.
Christina, honey, okay? She said,
I'm just saying.
Okay, you see fed
No,
up,
I'm not fed up.
honey.
But no, Christina,
Okay.
I apologize to you because you forgot it was a show. You was calling the phone, so you did walk into you. None of this. No.
These women saying to you, Chris? That's what she's asking.
I'm not fed. You know what it is? I tell you all the time, don't be bullied. I refuse to let anybody bully.
Listen.
That's my thing, right? But then I always I practice this thing. I lead with servitude. You know this. That's my core. But people go crazy and they start talking to you or handling you as if you don't have any straightening. I get straightening. Listen, I don't want no problem because I can be a problem. So that's so I avoid it altogether. You know,
I'm the problem, bestie.
You know, so
I give him problems.
So I'm leading with accountability. I'm leading with accountability.
No, I don't know about that.
You know,
yeah,
because I know where you know, I know where it can go. But yeah, no, dating ain't nothing. Women. My cousin said women don't like to be corrected. Now, what's your opinion on that? Speak on
it. Women don't like to be corrected. I think that that's a lie.
Okay.
And I think that instead of saying women, say some.
Oh.
Just like you, when you're talking about dating and you don't want women to group you in with other men. Because I get what you're saying when you talk about dating and how women put these expectations on you and they think you're different because you don't do what they want. But that's because of their experience.
Right.
With other men. And that's where you're talking about the baggage that comes in.
Absolutely.
So I think that different baggages creates different things in different women. And I don't think that we should be grouping men versus women because I like to be corrected. Now I'm a pout while I'm being corrected.
Okay.
But I be listening. Nobody thinks I listen, but I be listening. But you know, some women don't. Some men don't like to be corrected. Some men over talk you while you're trying to correct them. While you're trying to tell them how I've had men correct me and other women while we were telling them our own personal experience with men. And men have corrected us and said that that's not what we experienced. So
yeah, no.
So for you to say that women don't like to be corrected, I think it can go either way.
Well, I mean, you're right, and I think we were just speaking in general.
Yeah, I think y'all on one today, and that's fine. Sometimes you know.
Okay, God corrects who He loves.
Period.
That's right.
And you got to be open to be correction. You have to be open to being corrected, and you know when you're being corrected by the right person. Oh Lord, now we done go to church. You know when you're being corrected by the right person when it's coming from love, gentleness, patience, and all that stuff. Galatians 5, I think it's 22. I'm Deacon Janet, correct me. But you know when you're being corrected,
Deacon.
You know when you're being corrected in love, and you know when you're being corrected and not in love.
That's true.
So people have tried to correct me, and their tone was off, or what they were saying was off. And like you said, you don't even know me. You don't even know my experience or what I've gone through to tell me anything. But if it comes in love, there's different. I've had people on the streets, living on the streets, give me advice.
That's right. And no, listen, nobody said anything to me, you know.
Thank you, Christina.
For the record. That's right. She is preaching. But
you preaching. I'm just
expectations in dating is one thing, and somebody foisting their expectations on you is something completely different. Like if we're at a point and we're communicating and everybody's being honest, mean what you say, and everybody's being honest, and the person is telling you, hey, I'm not this, that, or the third, you don't have the right to voice your expectations in that space, you know.
But you know what I like what you said is, you know, I think it goes both ways because I see men always saying stuff about women and I see women always saying stuff about men, and it's not true. But it's all about getting to know you and what you want, focusing on your goals. And I'll just share something with you guys, and I share with my cousins. It wasn't about dating, but it was about myself. And the Holy Spirit was like, you know, you allow things to just happen to you. And it's time for you to be proactive about what you want in life. But that takes me taking a deeper look within myself and what I want and what I need and focusing on my goals, which is what this show was going to be about. So I feel like it's still on point of focusing on your goals before you try to get out there, because the baggage comes with. And so then you got men saying women don't want to be corrected, and you got women saying, oh, you're weird because you don't want to touch me. But that's just what we're used to. But I'm a firm believer, people look at me when I'm crazy, that you can have the love you want. You just have to be willing to do the work. And I'm a firm believer in love. I'm a firm believer in marriage. I'm a firm believer if you don't want to get married, because married is hard work. But Christina, it all comes down to you. She said, that's right. Don't let these new age feminists bully you into anything. Right. Because, honey, keep opening the door for me, because in carrying stuff, please.
That's right. And I'm going to stand my ground. I'm from the South.
Stand your ground. Listen, but you know what? We're used to this Pacific Northwest where some of the men don't do that. And so some of the women will get excited, and then they will take it and run with it. A lot of people I've noticed live inside their heads and don't live life. So I think that as we start to go, it's happy December, everyone, Christmas, and it's time to start planning goals. Let's start.
So yeah, on that rant, you guys are gonna watch this thing, think I lost it. So listen, I just want to say,
gonna think you lost it. You're gonna think you lost it.
This is Chris. Hello, Seattle.
You got a little bit more personal than you wanted. I just want to
tell you guys, you don't know me, and that's okay. if you want to get to know me, spend the time. I'm here. I would like to get to know you. But how they gonna spend time if you don't want friends? If you don't know me,
how they gonna spend time if you don't want friends?
Well, I mean, that's where I'm at right now. Maybe I'll be open and change. But if you would like to get to know me, again, shameless plug, you can find me and an opportunity to get to know me every Thursday at 5:30 right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.
And you guys got a taste of what you're gonna get, because honey, this was Christopher's show today.
Get to know me, come on by. And I apologize.
No, you don't need to apologize,
because I didn't mean for it to be that way.
You're fine with me. Is he fine with y'all? Because he fine with me.
I'm so sorry, but thank you, Christina. Thank you, Deacon, for for always having my back. Thank you, Deacon, because I was stumbling until I seen you show up, so you wasn't late. You was right on time with the positive reinforcement.
So since you got personal, can we end this note with, what does intimacy look like for you, Chris?
Well, intimacy is non-existent right now, folks. That's what it looks like, chat. To me, it looks like it's not happening. So hey, gosh, how does it look to you guys? You can jump right in the comments and let us know.
All right. Well, chat. I guess we'll be back next week, and next week we'll be talking about. We'll see how the week goes. Everyone, focus on yourselves.
That's right, man.
Start making goals.
Absolutely.
What do you want? Absolutely. What makes you happy?
Hydrate. Drink some water. You guys, staying loyal to the soil right here, Clean Green.
Thanks.
It's our time.